My friend, have you ever wondered why certain people or behaviors just get under your skin? You know, that person who always talks about themselves, or the colleague who never seems to pull their weight, or many other examples. Now, those moments of irritation, they feel like they're about them. But here's an uncomfortable truth. Often, they are telling us something about ourselves. You know, I love this quote from Carl Jung in his biography. He says, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." Now, that's a bold claim. What if he's right? And more importantly, what if this understanding could change your life?
All right, so let's break this down. When we feel irritated, something in us is reacting, and that reaction is rarely random. It's like an alarm bell going off in our psyche saying, pay attention, there's something here for you to notice. Maybe it's a trait that we secretly dislike in ourselves but can't admit it. Or maybe it points to an unmet need, like the need to set boundaries, or the longing to be respected. In other words, when we dig deeper, irritation can act like a mirror, reflecting parts of us that we've hidden or denied.
So why does all this matter? Because self-knowledge is the first step to self-mastery. And self-mastery is what every sage, philosopher, and great leader throughout history has pursued. And this is the ability to understand our own mind, to see the hidden pattern driving our emotions. And then this will give us choice. So instead of being controlled by anger or resentment, we become more curious. We learn, we adapt, and we grow. When we know ourselves deeply, we stop wasting energy fighting battles outside that really start inside. And that is how irritation becomes transformation. Let's take the example of a person with narcissistic tendencies. Such a person is angry all the time at their boss, at their spouse, at their job, at the world, even at the barista. So everything annoys them. Why? Because beneath that anger, something is hidden that they can't face, or they believe they can't face. And that is shame. They despise it. So instead of feeling it, they lash out, blaming the world for not giving them the admiration that they crave and deserve. But imagine if they paused and got curious about that irritation. Well, they might discover that all the shame that they've been running from, they can face it and start to heal. And my friends, that is the difference between living in reaction versus living in awareness. Here's the thing. This is not easy work. Facing the parts of ourselves that we would rather avoid? Are you kidding me? That takes a lot of courage. And sometimes we need a guide, someone trained to help us navigate the maze of our own mind. And my friends, that is where therapy comes in. Because a competent therapist can help you slow down, see the pattern, and approach your inner world with compassion instead of judgment. They can help you ask the right questions, such as, what does this irritation reveal about me? But what am I really afraid of? How can I turn this discomfort into growth? Therapy isn't about fixing you, it's about understanding you. When you understand yourself, you unlock freedom. Alright, so the next time someone drives you crazy, try this. Instead of reacting, ask yourself, what is this really about? My friend, you might find a treasure, a hidden truth about yourself that could change everything. Because here is the ultimate takeaway from this video, which is self-knowledge isn't comfortable, but it is priceless. And every irritation is an invitation. The question is, will you take it?